72 hours, goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud nine, and this nine is never on vacation.
Hey, what's up, guys? I had made a couple of videos showing you the process of me squeezing the grapes and getting the juice. And apparently this wonderful camera I have that I paid a lot of money for decided not to record those videos. Anyway, I did record, or I attempted to record these other steps doing the wine, and it didn't record. So I am up to the point where I have the mash is all done. It's basically been sitting here for 2 days. Now, it didn't fire up yet because I left it in my garage, and it's not warm enough in here for it to begin to go into the fermentation stage. So I am going to bring it in and basically begin that fermentation process. Now, it did start to fermentate a little bit. It's starting to go a little, but it didn't really kick off right away, and it's because it's too cool. Once it gets a little warmer, then it'll start to go a little faster. So let me show you what I got and where we're at, and then I'm going to end up redoing a one series video and just conglomerate everything in one video, and then but I'll finish the series out so you guys can see it step by step. But unfortunately, I did lose a couple of videos that had steps in it that I wanted to show you. That's not necessarily important, but it would have been nice for the series. So anyway, let me show you what we got. Now, I did open this to look at it, and 1 or 2 fruit flies were in here, and don't ask me how that's even possible because these grapes sat for a couple days with the lid on it. Oh, so apparently this is fermenting. Okay, you can see. You can see the bubbles coming out. See, I decided to let this brew with the mash in it. You see all like the bubbles coming up? I decided to, I can smell it from here. I decided to ferment it with the mash because actually I like the taste of it better when you do that. Okay? It tastes a lot better. It allows the full body, the full flavor of the grape to come out. Now you can see these fruit flies, as soon as I open this thing, they come running over. Alright, so I just wanted to show you where we're at. Now this is all going to get squeezed, alright? This is by no means, this is nowhere near ready for consumption. I mean, you could, if you want, you could stick a cup in here right now and consume everything you see here. You're not going to get sick, it's not gross, it's actually pretty good. I'm trying to just clear it out so you can see the juice. The juice might be opaque in appearance. I mean, in other words, it might not be crystal clear. You see, there's a lot of grapes that I didn't crush. I get that all in the last process when I squeeze it with cheesecloth. Now, if you're up in the hills like me and you're going to do it the hillbilly way, then you're going to want to do a t-shirt because everybody will look at you weird, like, why are you using cheesecloth and we're all using our dirty shirts? No offense to the hillbillies, guys. I'm a hillbilly myself, so you can see I'm just stirring it around. You don't have to go too crazy with it. I don't want to introduce too much oxygen into this at this stage. If the more oxygen you introduce, it's not going to go bad no matter what you do. But when you introduce the oxygen too early into its fermentation stage, when you start mixing it around too much, it will get bitter quickly, even in the fermentation stage. So if you're looking to preserve that alcohol, sweet alcohol taste, you're not going to want to disturb it at all. Okay? So, yeah, for me, I'm just stirring it around a little bit. I want to see. It's very dense. It's like a slurry at this point right now. I should have squeezed it, actually, to get all the juice out of all the grapes, but you can see, like, here there's a lot of grapes that aren't totally squeezed flat, which is okay because, believe it or not, that will actually begin to kind of give up the juice, if you will, as it goes through this fermentation process. But there's a lot of juice in here, even though you could see all the mash in here. Okay, you can see a lot of mash. There's still a lot of juice in here. It's just not separated. So once you separate it, this will be about a little bit better than 50% of what you see here. And this container isn't a full 5-gallon pail. It's like a half of a 5-gallon pail. So this is like a quarter, a little better than a quarter of a 5-gallon pail is what you see. You squeeze that down and I'll end up with about an eighth of a 5-gallon pail of good quality juice, wine, vinegar, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you the end result as we go through this series. So, all right, so I just wanted to kind of just show you what's going on with this. I am going to bring this inside now where it's warmer, and this whole process will percolate up even more. You'll really see it begin to go. I'm not going to do a whole video on it. Maybe I'll give you a quick update, like a 1 minute or a 40-second update of it actually going, something really quick just to show it to you as it goes. Yeah, this is right now, this is really, really, really good stuff. Very good. You could eat this, drink it straight. It's not totally alcohol, but there is alcohol in it right now. I could smell it. I could smell it from here. It's actually making my mouth water. But yeah, you want to give it a little stir like that once in a while as it's fermenting to make sure that the mash fully gets incorporated with the juice and the whole fermentation process goes. At this point, it might even be beneficial for me to add a little bit of water to it because it's really, really thick right now, almost like a jam. And I'm not kind of shooting for that. I kind of just want juice. Once this really percolates and starts to separate, once it ferments and everything, and it's really percolating, that juice will really become defined. Like right now, you can see it's almost like a jam or a slurry-like. But once it ferments, that will really create a division between solid and liquid. All right, so that's just a quick update on the mash. I'm sorry about not having the other two videos. I'm gonna have to maybe shoot these scenes twice to make sure I get it. I don't know. So anyway, we're up to this point. I will see you guys on the next one.